Hey there, welcome back to another exciting video. But before we dive into today's content, if you are new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on my future videos. Alright, in this video, we are going to learn one CSS property, font family. So, the font family property defines the font that is applied to the selected element. Selected element can be a body or paragraph or any element, but normally we use font family on body, so it applies on all these other elements. Okay, so how this font family works? So this is our body, and as you can see we have font family as Arial, Helvetica and sans serif. Okay, so this is how this font family can be declared, right? And uh, the value can be the name that matches the font that is embedded on the page or available on user system. So that is one. And second, a series of font family names separated by commas, which can include a generic family name. Okay, so if multiple family names are used, the browser will select the first one, and it's first one that it finds, either embedded on the page using font face, or that can be installed on user's operating system. For font family, there is no specific default or initial values. So you might have seen default initial values for other CSS properties, but for font family, there is no specified or specific default or initial values. The initial value always depends on the browser and or operating system. Okay, so here as you can see we have two types of font family values. The first one is generic family names and second is multi-word family names. So if multiple values are used for a single declaration, it is recommended to have a generic family. Okay, and it can be listed as a fallback to ensure that the typography values will be always there. So let's see what generic family name means. So here what we can do, we can add one value, that is courier new, or let's give it is a courier. Okay, let me remove this courier. Second, you can give Monaco as second value and monospace. Okay, so let's see how it looks. So it is reloaded. Let me check with this font. You can see we have this courier, right? So in this example, courier and Monaco, this courier and Monaco are real family names of actual fonts, where this monospace is just a generic reference to any font installed on operating system. Okay, so this courier and Monaco both are real family names, and if the first two are not found or on the system, like courier and Monaco, right now I can see I can find this Monaco courier, not Monaco, courier font family installed on my OS. So that's why it is applying. But if this courier or Monaco are not found installed, the browser will select the best option, but only from the monospace font, the third one, right? Without the generic family, the font would default to whatever the default font of user system is, right? And generic family names include sans serif or sans serif, cursive, serif, and fantasy and monospace. Okay, and if family name matches a generic family name, the family name should be quoted to indicate that it is not generic. Okay, so here you can see these are generic font families. Here on w3.org you can find generic font families, that is serif, sans serif, cursive, fantasy and monospace. So you can use these generic font families. And the second possible values are multi-word family names. Okay, so if a family name contains multiple words separated by space, it is recommended to list the family names in a quotation marks, So what does it mean? So let me remove this. What we can do, we can use in a quotation marks Times New Roman, comma, Georgia, and last is serif. Let me remove this. Okay, so this is how I am applying font family Times New Roman, Georgia, serif. So let's see what it is showing. It is still showing Courier. Let me refresh. Yeah, you can see it is applying Times New Roman, right? So I have added this comma and this double quote, right? So this is not necessary in all the cases, but it is generally safer to include the quotes from any family name that has spaces or special characters. Like in this Times New Roman, we have space, and we don't have any special character yet. But if special character or any space is there, it is really safe and recommended to use this double quote by separated with other font families, right? So this is how you can use font family. One more thing I would like to explain here, you can include these fonts from third party like Google APIs, Google fonts. So I have imported these Google fonts, and if I want to use the Google font, just copy this as Google font value, the font family value, and you can simply paste it as a font family. Okay, so let's see, let it reload, and let's see if it is applying. So it is still, yeah, now you can see now syncopate the font name, it is applying, right? So this is one way you can use font family. Another way is you can include font face, you can declare font face, and in that font family you can create your own font family. So this is the custom name, you can give the name of this font family whatever you want, and you can always import these fonts from your local or your this is called local fonts, right? So you need to upload these fonts on your server and give the specific path. And I have these uh, two values like WOFF2 and WOFF. And font display, it is also one property that is useful to tell the browser how these fonts should be downloaded, or what should be displayed when these fonts are getting downloaded. Okay, so now I have added font face with my custom font. I can copy this font family and add this as a body font family, and now it should be there. So now you can see I have the name of the font family is my custom font because the name of the font family is this. But as you see, the Allura regular, this is something which is not necessary for any other font family. It is loading from this font family. Okay, so these are the ways you can use this font family CSS property. All right. So if you are new to my channel, please have a look. I have created more than 70 videos on CSS properties. There is one playlist called CSS selectors where I have covered all CSS selectors. There are a few videos on WordPress as well as React and JavaScript as well. So have a look. And all right, that's a wrap for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me today. Now I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care, and I will catch you in the next video.